Hey everyone, welcome. You know, what we're diving in today, it's so much more than just a trend. We're talking about a full-blown culinary revolution, cooking with cannabis. This is all about taking an ancient plant and bringing its amazing mix of flavors and benefits right into your own kitchen.
And that quote, it hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? This isn't some brand new idea. It's a practice that's been around for centuries. But what's happening right now, the way chefs and home cooks alike are exploring its potential, is just incredibly exciting.
Well, it begins right here, right now. If you've been curious, maybe a little intimidated about how to get started, this is your first step. We're going to break down the absolute essentials you need to know to kick off your own journey with infused cooking.
And that's because, this whole adventure, it's about so much more than just taste. We're talking about tapping into therapeutic benefits like pain relief, stress reduction, and just an overall better sense of well-being, all baked right into the food you already love.
All right, so let's get into the real nitty-gritty. To get any of those benefits, there is one, and I mean one, absolutely non-negotiable step you have to master. It's kind of like the secret key that activates the true power of the plant, and it's called decarboxylation.
So what is this big word, decarboxylation, or decarbing for short? Well, think of it like this. It's basically the process of using heat to wake up your cannabis. That's it. If you skip this, you're just not going to get the effects you're looking for. It's the simple science that makes all the magic happen.
Okay, and this slide, this is where it all clicks. On one side, you've got THCA. That's what you find in the raw, untouched plant. It's basically asleep. It doesn't have any of those effects. But add a little bit of heat, and boom, it transforms into THC. That's the active compound that delivers all the benefits we've been talking about.
So what's that magic number we're talking about? 240 degrees Fahrenheit, or 115 Celsius. Now you might be thinking, why so specific? Well, it's the absolute sweet spot. It's hot enough to make that chemical switch from THCA to THC happen, but it's still low enough that you don't burn off all the good stuff, like the delicate terpenes that give the plant its amazing aroma and flavor.
And honestly, it could not be simpler. Look at this. You preheat your oven to that magic number, 240. You break up your cannabis. You want it like smallish crumbles, not dust. Spread it out on a baking sheet. Pop it in for about 30 to 40 minutes. Maybe give it a little stir halfway through. Then just let it cool down completely. That's it. It's now activated and ready to go.
All right, a couple of quick things to watch out for, just so you nail it on the first try. First, don't crank up the heat thinking it'll be faster. You'll just destroy those precious cannabinoids. Second, make sure it's an even layer so everything gets heated the same. And please, whatever you do not skip this step. It's the whole ball game.
Okay, so you've decarbed your cannabis. You've unlocked its potential. Now what? Well, now it's time to create the foundation for pretty much every recipe you're going to make, an infused butter or oil. This is your essential building block.
And the absolute classic, the place most people start, is CannaButter. It's super straightforward. You melt a cup of butter with a cup of water. The water helps regulate the temperature. Then you add in your decarbed cannabis and let it simmer nice and low, and I mean low, you do not want this to boil, for a couple hours. Strain it, chill it, and bam, you have this incredibly versatile, potent base ready for anything.
And I just love this. There's a real sense of history here. The source material tells this great little story about a baker named Emma. She took her grandmother's old-school butter recipe and just gave it a modern twist by infusing it. It's like this perfect bridge between family heritage and modern wellness. But hey, butter's not the only game in town. You can use the exact same method to make CannaOil. We heard about Chef Daniel, who was inspired by his Nonna Maria's Italian olive groves. He created this amazing infused olive oil that's just perfect for salad dressings, marinades, you name it.
And this is where your culinary adventure really takes off. Once you have that CannaButter or CannaOil made, the hard part's over. The science is done. Now the only limit is your own imagination. Let's just scratch the surface of what you can do.
For starters, you can take that CannaButter and turn it into a gourmet compound butter. I mean, imagine a rosemary and thyme-infused butter melting over a steak, or a rich garlic and basil butter on some crusty bread. So simple, but wow.
Want to take it up a notch? How about whipping up a creamy infused Alfredo sauce that just coats every single piece of pasta? Or maybe a deep, rich marinara for your lasagna that has this whole other layer of flavor and comfort. And with your CannaOil, salads will never be the same.
Think about a bright, zesty citrus vinaigrette over fresh greens, or a spicy balsamic dressing that just makes a simple tomato and mozzarella salad pop. And yeah, we have to talk baking, but we're not just talking about the obvious here. Think savory. Imagine pulling a batch of warm, fluffy biscuits made with your CannaButter right out of the oven. The smell alone would be incredible.
And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can work that CannaOil right into the dough and make your own fresh pasta from scratch. Seriously, this is more than just cooking. It's about making a statement and showing just how far you can take this. So after all that delicious inspiration, let's bring it back to the why. Because this whole journey, it's about more than just amazing food. It's about cooking for your mind and your body. It's about intentional wellness.
And this is where the real magic happens, that synergy of wellness. Just look at this. You're not just adding the benefits of cannabis to your food, you're combining them with all the other good stuff in there. So you've got the anti-inflammatory properties of cannabis working with the heart-healthy fats and olive oil. You have the anxiety relief pairing up with the immune-boosting power of garlic. You're literally creating dishes that nourish you from the inside out.
So, there you have it. You've got the science down, you've got the basic techniques, and you've seen just a peek at the incredible possibilities. Your adventure is officially ready to begin. The only question left is, what are you going to create first?